In BeamNG, generally, the larger and the heavier the vehicle, the more that the game's basically going to be stable, and makes it a little bit difficult to make light cars. So when I saw that somebody was making some go-kart tracks, that reminded me of the time that I did it, and it was a lot of fun. Though I couldn't tell the difference between these two versions of the map, so I went with this one. I also grabbed his homemade backyard kart. Wow, there is some really weird vehicles in here, and I probably will be trying all of them, but I just want to stick with a default one for now. And it looks like the map is having some no texture issues. Am I meant to have other mods? It doesn't look like I have to download any other mods. They've probably just made a whoopsie turtle? That's fine. I mean, it happens a lot. Oh, okay, so this is how the person moves. Also, why are they like incredibly off-center? That's not normally how somebody in a go-kart looks, and usually that doesn't happen until the leg out. All right, you know what? I'm gonna bring this to a stop. Yep, no, the leg just goes down. Anyway, the map though is quite fun. Having to keep the foot on it. Oh, and the snap oversteer feels pretty good as well. It's weird that this thing has suspension, considering that most go-karts don't actually have suspension at all. Oh, this is fun. I might have to go back and do a build and race with go-karts at some point. I know that they're going to be like incredibly jiggly coming out of automation, but I might also make my own go-kart. This is immediately really fun. Not sure about the suspension though. Is there a version without? Not by the looks of it. It looks like all of them have this one's a bit weird. Okay, so it's electric. I can't hear anything. Is there actually suspension or not? Can't actually tell. So we've got an electric drive unit in there. That's pretty awesome. Wow, the brakes on this are really, really hardcore. Oh, and it turns in so sharply as if there's like something weird happening to the physics. That is so strange. It doesn't look like there's front suspension acting either. I think this might actually be solid front suspension. Jesus! The tires on this are wild. All right, you know what? Let's go back. This is a very unusual vehicle. Like, the handling is strange. Look at that. It's like I'm driving the old version of BeamNG before they updated their tire physics a couple of years ago. Oh, no, no, get off the grass. No! Oh, wait. No, there we go. Is this map 3D objects? No, this is actually the in-game map. Usually when you make maps out of 3D objects, things get a little bit wonky, but I can tell if you have a look, it's got these like squares. That's what I was looking for. That tells me that this is actually a proper terrain. So there we go. One whole lap. This thing is pretty cool. But do you know what? There's a little bit more to this map than just this one track. If we just pull out a little bit, first you're gonna see this track, then there's some sort of building there. I wonder if we got something in there too? Yes, we do. We have something in there as well. Then coming out here, we've got a mini golf version of a go-kart track, and it's really, really long. We may want more of those more powerful ones. And then we got this cool looking one. Then we got something over in Utah. That's looking pretty good. Is it got a little water feature? It has a water feature. That's cool. Well done. That's rather cool. Let's go try one of these out, but maybe not this one. That one's a little too small. So I've upgraded now to the 250cc, and we are indoors. We're gonna give this one a bit of a try. Why? Is there no brakes here? Were the brakes just weak, or did they not actually work just then? Yeah, no, there is no brakes. There is no brakes. God damn it. The previous vehicle did have brakes. I feel that was a mistake. So yeah, we do have a choice of like rear brake or brakes. Oops, that's brakes. Oh. Yeah, it seems that those aren't meant to go in here anyway. Rear disc brake singular. Oh, it's added it right here. That's a cool little attention to detail. And that's actually how a lot of brakes work on these sorts of things. Since this is a solid connected axle, you could just brake the axle and that is entirely fine. Driving along though, this thing is still pretty good. I feel, does this have like some sort of CVT or some sort of slipping clutch? Because it very quickly gets up to its RPM red line sort of area. Oh my God. Turning circle on this is atrocious. I'm guessing it's not helped by that solid rear axle, which will impede it from turning. It'll help with drifting, with like power oversteer, and with the rear brakes causing us to oversteer as well, that's also gonna help us turn a little bit. But it will impede turning by just its sheer existence and the way in which it works. And there you can see that it gets up to its RPM, but then the speed keeps going. That's a weird one. There must be some sort of like engaging clutch or something, because that's not usually how these things work. Oh god. Now one rear disc brake is causing us to oversteer quite a little bit. And I think this is where we get out? I think I actually know this track. I think I remember seeing a video a long time ago about like what not to do in go-karting tracks and dirty go-kart races and all that sort of stuff. And they were on a track very similar to this. It might be in the UK, I can't remember exactly. But yeah, it's very reminiscent of that, if my memory serves me right. Anyway, let's move on to the next track. And now we have the little mini village. And I think it's time for an upgrade. I want to go to something like, oh, these have like slicks. I can see them in the picture. Let's go 350cc and let's not hurt ourselves by going too much. Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird. This one, much like the electric one, has like a lot of grip. That's very strange. And the driver is turning in drastically for this. I think I remember seeing a video on how turn-in works with go-karting, or whether you should lean outwards. I don't actually remember. I would have to look it up. Yeah, how to lean in go-karting. Apparently, you are meant to lean out.
It's essential to lift the inside rear tire when cornering.
Yeah, so that solid axle thing I was talking about, I think we found like a good example of that. This thing is fast. Oh my god, it's so fast. Oh, oh dear. And we can't drive. Let's try something even bigger. I want to go something like this. Oh, full-on race car now. This looks pretty cool. Little 2-cylinder this time. A lot more power. Oh my god, what? I mean, you're dead. You've just died there. Rip driver. But this thing is fast. Oh, you can actually see that axle hop a little bit there. This thing... Oh my god, what the hell? This is not a good go-kart. I mean, maybe you have to slow down a lot more. It has independent rear suspension. I don't think I see brakes on the front there. This thing is dangerous, bro. All right, here we go. Oh my god. I thought it was just maybe a once-off. It did tip a little bit too easily the first time. That shouldn't be happening. All right, let's go again. Oh, I think I can see the axle issue again. Oh, it's when I lift off. You know what? This card is no good. Let's back it off from this guy to this 750cc instead. It doesn't look so racing. Oh, that's too much power. Why? This is a 4-cylinder? Okay. Oh my god, this thing lifts a wheel. Oh, and understeer. Great. Let's try the high speeds of this though. See what this thing is really like. Bringing it around here. Braking. Oh, okay, let's try to brake in a straight line only. This thing is dangerous. Oh my god, it lifts the front up so chronic. And then it understeers really badly too. Okay, this thing is hard to drive. Very hard to drive. Too much power, lifts off the front. Chronic. Alright, let's brake. Don't want to brake into... Okay, locked up the brakes. This is also pretty brutal to drive. Let's try this race one. Oh, it's actually got the Auto Bello engine in there. That's fantastic. Oh my god, it actually does wheelies. Hold on, let me show you this. If we just go clutch and then, yep. Very easily this thing does a wheelie. Who would have ever thought the Auto Bello does wheelies, right? Oh god. Oh my god, it's so hard to drive. And when the wheels come down, if you got steering angle on, it then like whips it into angle. Oh, this isn't a CVT. Oh my god. There goes the driver. Oh, this is hard to drive. I think we're getting axle hop, which would be indicative of that like axle being attached. Let's just go a little bit smoother. Yeah, we are getting axle hop. I don't think the road is that bumpy by the looks of it. The axle hop is... yeah, a real thing. I want to try this. Is that exactly the same? Oh, with and without go-kart driver. Let's actually have a look. This is 430 kilos, basically. And without the dummy driver, 300... Okay, That's 70, 80-ish kilos? Let's see how this one drives now. It's got no driver in there, so we're not going to have any leaning effect, which will help us out a little bit, I think, with the axle hopping that we were getting. Well, you know what? This one actually handles quite nicely. That IRS is really helpful. I don't know about like the CVT though, that feels like a little bit of cheating. These things should just be slow. Is there even an option? First, let's put that dummy driver on. I actually want to feel the difference. The other one is the transmission. So if we go down to rear suspension, engine, CVT, race to no, there's only CVTs as an option, nothing else. And a rear-wheel drive transfer kit? What? Okay. 4-wheel drive it is. Front differential. Let's go locked. Oh, we are much slower. Oh, we are a lot slower. Do I have a clutch? No, I don't. I think I've done oops, and this is not who this is meant to be. Rear differential was 2250 locked. Doesn't seem that there's actually any other option here. It should be locked. Let's go like the 350cc lock differential then. And no? What is happening? Why is it no drive? All I wanted was a 250 with a locked differential. Let's go back to the driver. I want to see if we actually have problems with axle hop going around. Oh, immediately I can actually see the axle hop. So yeah, that is a problem with the driver leaning the wrong way. Now I know that it's going to become less stable with the driver leaning outwards and you're not going to get as much grip, but I think it is really important on vehicles like this to have the driver leaning the other way to not get that immediate axle hop. Yeah, this is a smooth racetrack. And yep, there you go. That's what happens. Fantastic mod. But I found a technicality which I only happened to know because one day YouTube suggested a video to me that I would otherwise not watch, but decided, you know what, today I'm really bored, so I'm going to watch this video. I wouldn't have known this. Oh, that's right, this thing has no brakes. Oh dear. We're now here at the Utah track, which I thought looked pretty cool, and we have an appropriate go-kart. Let's see how it drives though. This is one of those 750cc big engines, but I don't think it has racing. Oh god, it understeers. It understeers really badly. Oh god. Ooh, the suspension is super soft on this thing too. I feel that this thing could actually do jumps. Oh, it doesn't like to turn. I just saw an off-road track at the corner of my eye. We're gonna do a little bit more of a lap around here. I want to see how pretty this thing is. This is a very pretty track. It feels like I'm on like a giant mini golf track of some sort. Like it's pretty to look at. Everything's like toy size, lots of fun. God, I want to do go-karting and mini golfing both. This looks like fun. Ooh. Yep, okay, this vehicle is actually pretty adapted off-road, unless they gave this off-road section a lot of traction. That was fun. This is actually really fun. If he made like a go-karting off-road track that was built like a mini golf track, I would totes review that too, bro. So if you're watching this video, you know what to do, bro. Oh. Wait. We went down that way last time. What's down here? Okay. What's over this way? Can we please go forwards? Oh, wow, this articulation on the suspension is fantastic. Last but definitely not least, the go-kart track that is by everybody's place. Basically, that's what this sort of look is. And you know what? We're going to go a little bit off the rails. Now, for those of you that have been around my channel for a long time, I attempted something very similar, and it didn't work. But this one I'm hoping does a lot better. So let's start by turning her on. This is actually the Civetta engine. Oh, this is going to be exciting. All right, well, how much of a wheelie does it? It's also got 4 tires in the back there. That's cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. It actually has traction for this much power? Are you insane? How? How does this thing have that much traction? Oh god. Okay. Oh, okay. Jesus. It is phenomenally touchy. Oh my god. This has to be a race. Someone, like... I might set up the guys to do a race with these carts. Jesus, with no repair options, this thing is gonna be like a bit of the wild card. There, straight, and then brake. and then like super slow through the corners. You don't want to throttle too much. You will lose control. Straight! Turn. With a lot of jiggle. And straight! Oh god. Nope. Okay. No repairs. Remember, no repairs. Ooh, it'll even do a donut. There we go, straight. And then brake. Oh god. This is not easy to drive. Straight and straight. That's right. You don't want to floor it in a corner with this thing. It becomes really hard to drive. Once the clutch engages, because it does like a half clutch, and then it fully engages, and when it fully engages, the thing just rips. Something chronic. Jeez. You know what? I still think that this would win. Oh god. But not if you did that. Because now I'm out of the race. Kinda, jeez. Well, I did a lap. That's pretty cool. I have no steering control. Yep, it's just done for. How much does this thing weigh? Wow, that is not much at all. 397? That's wild. Okay, this is fun. I gotta say, you guys have to try out this map and this like ballistic cart. It is very fun, like going nice and slow and then boom! Nice and slow around the corner like I'm driving an American car and then whoop! Oh my god, it's jiggly, yes. But that's the price of playing in BeamNG. Because I got soft body physics, it's really hard to get a vehicle to be rigid. And this is naturally aspirated as well. No turbo trickery going on here. This is fully realistic. This is what you could expect to see on a real go-kart. Yep. Because turbos is the thing that would be unrealistic. Sure, okay. I mean, there's no fuel tank, is there? I'm surprised, actually. If they had to put like a miniature fuel tank on this and give us the option to like upgrade to a larger fuel tank, that would be fine. But I would love to have this thing like run out of fuel super quickly. And go! Oh god damn it! Well guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. It's actually a lot more fun than what I thought it would be. So I was thinking like, you know what? I want to build a go-kart for this. I'm probably going to do that at some point. I like the idea of the track. It wasn't enough to do on its own, I think, for a video, at least for myself. Because there is no go-kart in the default game. I'd love if the BeamNG devs went ahead and made a go-kart, so then we could get like an example of the beam, spring, and damp values to get this thing to not be quite so jank. Would be fantastic. Do it with no suspension, all of that sort of stuff that you expect to see on a real go-kart, that'd be great. For now though, I would like to thank my channel members. You guys are amazing. For everyone else though, I'll catch you all next time. Goodbye.